National Electrical Code Article 300.11 covers securing and supporting of wiring methods. Specifically, 300.11c addresses location restrictions, and 300.11d focuses on mechanical systems installations. Article 300.11c states that raceway systems embedded in concrete floors, walls, or ceilings should not be used for circuits of 50 volts or less except for specific instances. These exceptions are firstly, floor raceways supplied from a transformer rated not over 300 volts. Secondly, circuits supplying lighting fixtures where the voltage is controlled by dimming equipment installed in the floor raceway. Thirdly, signal and communication systems that are listed and identified for use in floor raceways. Fourthly, other raceway systems that are listed and identified for use in concrete floor, wall, or ceiling slabs. Article 300.11c4 elaborates on the fourth point, clarifying that other raceway systems that are listed and identified for use in concrete floor, wall, or ceiling slabs shall be permitted for circuits of 50 volts or less. It's crucial to verify that any raceway system used in these applications is specifically listed and identified for such use. This ensures the raceway is designed and tested to withstand the conditions within the concrete slab and that it will not compromise the integrity of the building structure or other systems. Article 300.11d addresses mechanical systems installations, stating that raceways shall not be used for the support of other raceways or for the support of building materials other than those required to secure raceways in place. This section emphasizes that the primary purpose of a raceway is to house and protect electrical conductors, not to serve as a structural support element for other components. An exception to this rule is granted for underfloor raceways supporting partitions, panels, and similar building materials. This exception recognizes the unique design and application of underfloor raceways, which are often specifically engineered to provide structural support for office partitions and other lightweight building elements. Article 300.11 specifically addresses raceways for mechanical systems, stating that raceways shall not be used as a means of support for mechanical systems such as piping, air ducts, or other equipment. This provision is intended to prevent the practice of using electrical raceways as hangers or supports for mechanical systems. Attaching mechanical systems to raceways can create several problems, including excessive stress in the raceway, potential damage to the conductors within, and difficulty in accessing the raceway for maintenance or repairs. Furthermore, the weight and vibration of mechanical systems can cause the raceway to loosen or detach from its supports, creating a safety hazard. Article 300.11d2 addresses raceways and mechanical systems, stating that raceways enclosed in mechanical systems shall be secured in place independently of the mechanical system and shall be accessible for maintenance. This section is the counterpart to 300.11 focusing on situations where raceways are routed through or alongside mechanical systems. It requires that the raceway be independently supported and secured, so that the mechanical system is not providing the support. Furthermore, the raceway must remain accessible for maintenance, meaning that it cannot be completely buried or obstructed by the mechanical system. The purpose of this requirement is to ensure that electrical systems can be inspected, repaired, and maintained without disrupting or compromising the mechanical systems. In summary, NEC Article 300.11 establishes clear guidelines for securing and supporting raceways, with specific restrictions on using raceways to support other raceways, building materials, or mechanical systems. These requirements are intended to ensure the safety, reliability, and accessibility of electrical systems and to prevent conflicts with other building systems. By adhering to these guidelines, electrical installers can avoid potential hazards, ensure code compliance, and create electrical systems that are safe, reliable, and easy to maintain. The location restrictions outlined in 300.11c are designed to prevent the use of low-voltage circuits in embedded raceways where they could be susceptible to damage or interference. The exceptions to this rule recognize specific applications where low-voltage circuits are commonly used in embedded raceways and provide safeguards to ensure their safe and reliable operation. The mechanical systems installations requirements in 300.11d are intended to prevent the use of raceways as structural supports for other systems, which could compromise the integrity of the electrical system and create safety hazards. The prohibition against supporting mechanical systems from raceways and the requirement for independent support of raceways and mechanical systems are both intended to prevent conflicts and ensure the safe and reliable operation of both electrical and mechanical systems. In practical terms, this means that electrical contractors must take care to properly support raceways using approved methods and materials and must avoid using raceways as supports for other systems. Mechanical contractors must also be aware of these requirements and must avoid attaching the systems to electrical raceways. By working together and adhering to the requirements of NEC Article 300.11, electrical and mechanical contractors can ensure the safe and reliable operation of all building systems. The importance of understanding and adhering to NEC Article 300.11 cannot be overstated. Failure to comply with these requirements can result in a variety of problems, including electrical hazards, system failures, and code violations. Electrical hazards can arise if raceways are damaged or compromised by being used as supports for other systems. This can lead to shorts, ground faults, and other dangerous conditions. System failures can occur if raceways are not properly supported or if they are subjected to excessive stress. This can result in interruptions in electrical service and other operational problems. Code violations can result in fines, penalties, and other legal consequences. In addition to the direct consequences of non-compliance, there are also indirect costs to consider. These include the cost of rework, the cost of delays, and the cost of damage to reputation. Rework is often necessary when electrical installations do not meet code requirements. This can be expensive and time-consuming. Delays can occur if electrical inspections are delayed due to code violations. This can disrupt construction schedules and lead to additional costs. Damage to reputation can result if electrical contractors are known for poor workmanship or code violations. This can make it difficult to attract new customers and retain existing ones. Therefore, it is essential for electrical contractors to have a thorough understanding of NEC Article 300.11 and to take steps to ensure compliance with these requirements. This includes providing training to employees, using approved methods and materials, and conducting thorough inspections of electrical installations. By taking these steps, electrical contractors can minimize the risk of problems and ensure the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems. Furthermore, understanding the specific listing and identification requirements for raceway systems used in concrete slabs is paramount to ensure compliance with 300.11c4. This often involves consulting manufacturers' specifications and listings to verify that the raceway is suitable for the intended application. Similarly, when dealing with underfloor raceways supporting partitions, panels, and similar building materials as permitted by the exception to 300.11d, it's critical to ensure that the raceway system is designed and installed to provide adequate structural support for the intended load. This may involve consulting with a structural engineer to verify the load-bearing capacity of the raceway system. When raceways are routed through or alongside mechanical systems, it's essential to coordinate with mechanical contractors to ensure that the raceways are properly supported and protected. This may involve using specialized supports or enclosures to isolate the raceways from the mechanical systems and prevent damage or interference. In addition to the specific requirements outlined in NEC Article 300.11, there are also general principles of good electrical practice that should be followed when installing and supporting raceways. These include using appropriate tools and techniques, following manufacturer's instructions, and taking care to avoid damaging or stressing the raceways. By adhering to these principles, electrical contractors can ensure that electrical systems are installed safely, reliably, and in compliance with all applicable codes and standards. It is important to remember that the NEC is a living document that is updated regularly to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Therefore, it is essential for electrical contractors to stay up to date on the latest code requirements and to seek clarification from code officials or qualified consultants when necessary. The correct interpretation and application of 300.11 and all other NEC articles is paramount for the safety and reliability of the electrical installation. By investing in training and resources to stay informed about the latest code requirements, electrical contractors can demonstrate their commitment to safety and quality and ensure that they are providing the best possible service to their customers. Additionally, it's crucial to consider the potential impact of future changes or modifications to the building or its systems. For example, if a building is undergoing renovations, it may be necessary to relocate or modify existing raceways to accommodate the new construction. In such cases, it's essential to carefully assess the existing raceway system and ensure that any modifications are made in accordance with the NEC and other applicable codes and standards. It is also important to document all electrical work, including the installation and support of raceways. This documentation should include detailed drawings, specifications, and test results. This documentation can be valuable for future maintenance, repairs, or modifications to the electrical system. In conclusion, NEC Article 300.11 provides important guidelines for securing and supporting raceways, with specific restrictions on using raceways to support other raceways, building materials, or mechanical systems. By understanding and adhering to these requirements, electrical contractors can ensure the safety, reliability, and accessibility of electrical systems and prevent conflicts with other building systems. It's essential to stay up to date on the latest code requirements, seek clarification when necessary, and document all electrical work to ensure compliance and maintain a high level of safety and quality. The information presented is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as a substitute for professional electrical advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer for specific recommendations or guidance on electrical installations.